I think you can make more money with your intelligence rather than your good looks.
Yeah, and your intelligence will get you into more rooms.
And your good looks.
Yeah, and your good looks.
For the wrong reasons, maybe it will get you far.
When it's time to get into the Oval Office, everyone has something they're bringing to the table, and you're like,
Oh, wow. From country to country, it can differ. People call the police and just even scream at them in other countries. You're like, what? Exactly your face. You're like, yeah. People don't care because they feel safe because they're like, you're working for us.
Yeah.
Depending on where it is. Here you wouldn't dare. In other countries you wouldn't dare either.
Question is, would they even pick the phone? Let's just start with that.
It is, depending on where it is. Here,
I was going to
what is the answering time?
when Jesus comes back, he'll come with a network.
In your case, who are we taking as an example who's dating somebody else? Chaksi?
Not me.
Not you.
This is my year. This is my year.
This is your
Then
year?
let him use you as an example. Manifest it.
I'm receiving applications, kindly.
Okay, kindly. Okay, then we're taking you now as an example if you're receiving. Chaksi, imagine now you're dating a girl who is from a culture that is high context, meaning you're dating tomorrow a Japanese girl, right? So now you need to think in the future how the babies will look like.
Yeah.
Hey, they are born stars if they born stars. We always do this exercise, and what I'm doing, trying to introduce yourself without saying where you're from, what you do, but just like how would you define myself?
Can you guess where Igbo comes from?
Oh, nationality?
No, I already have the tea.
Yeah, you have some tea.
Just pass a mic.
Okay.
Do they know already? Oh, they know.
Yeah, I have the tea.
Right,
Okay.
just guess. Which country do you think Igbo comes from? Just guess a country, bro.
Yeah, without the glasses maybe? It helps.
Indian.
Wow. Over 26.
This is
This is the Brunch Club.
Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.
What up, my name is Chaksi, the mastermind, your main guy, the Lord Chaksi, the boy from my eyes around, the amazing Mouse is around,
What up?
Fad is around, the whole gang is around, episode 172, we're my church! And everybody's in the building! What's up, man?
I'm trying to match the energy. That's why I'm trying.
Oh my. You just had a Red Bull. You should have wings by now.
Oh, wait, they need to grow out of my back now, right, boy? I think they're there. We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
How are you, man?
Good, man.
Finally on the podcast.
Yes, we've been talking about this
Mama,
for so long.
you made it.
I'm going to tell my mom that I've been on a podcast first. It's been the first thing.
Is this your first podcast ever?
No, I've done one before, and I have one planned when I get back to Dubai. But yeah, it's fun to be here. People that I've seen a lot online
Bless
without
you.
meeting you for the first time, and a guy that I've known for a couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a fun one.
Yeah, can we begin by playing a game?
Oh, game, directly. Okay.
Here we
okay.
go.
So would you rather, part 2?
Hey.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather be known for intelligence or for your good looks?
Yeah, I will go for intelligence. I'll tell you why. Because I think good looks, you can trick a little bit.
Okay.
But you cannot pretend to be smart if you're not. You can pretend, but it will come out at a certain point.
Have you seen Vusi Tembekwayo?
What is the insider that I don't know here?
Oh my gosh, guys.
What is the disclaimer?
Please don't do that. Imagine, please don't do that.
He's a very smart guy who appears even smarter.
Even
That's what I'm
smarter?
gonna say, yeah.
I think, and good looks might fade
Yeah.
with age. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah. But I think it depends on what you do.
Honestly, I think I'd rather
Yeah.
be known for my good looks. I'd want my intelligence to be an element of surprise. Because really, it's not everywhere that I'll go that I'll speak. Sometimes, I'll be in a room and I'll just be silent.
Yeah.
Like, think about it in a restaurant. You said
Yeah.
like you'll be, spewing knowledge. Just remember for my cute face, but when you sit and have a conversation, we'll be like, cute and intelligent.
Are we using current level of beauty and intelligence? Or are we aiming higher?
I think it depends on what you do, though. I mean, if you're a model, why do you need the intelligence? We never even hear you speak, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just need to look at you. Just look nice.
It sounded like those two things were exclusive. It's either or. You cannot be
You
you cannot be medium good looking and then intelligent. It's either you're very ugly and very intelligent or the other way around.
Yeah. So which one would you pick?
Then it's becoming difficult.
To the intelligence, for sure.
The intelligence.
Yeah, because
look at
you can make a living out of your intelligence and your good looks as well.
Yeah.
But I think you can make more money with your intelligence rather than your good looks.
And your intelligence will get you into more rooms.
And your good
True.
looks.
Yeah, and your
How
good
about
looks.
good looks?
For the wrong reasons, maybe it will get you far.
When it's time to get into the Oval Office, everyone has something they're bringing to the table, and you're like,
Oh, wow.
Kamala, I mean,
aliens are coming.
look
but
at
they will love
Kamala.
this.
It's working.
We went political diagram with that
Yeah.
directly. Okay, cool. I like that. I like that.
All right, the second one. Would you rather do something you love that make just enough money
Yeah.
to get by, or do something you hate but make billions of dollars?
It sounds cheesy to say it, but still number one. Because the money will not make you happy. It's a cheesy thing to say. But I think having the inner motivation to do something, and then you can have as much money as you want.
Yeah.
But you will be miserable. And then we know with people that are miserable and have a lot of money, they don't have a quality of life. You rather do something that gets you out of bed and still make a decent amount of money. You can live still, you can maybe get some vacation.
Yeah.
And then I don't think, for me personally, that's what it would be.
Is it essential for you to love what you do? Sometimes for money?
I think it's until you reach a certain level of, okay, all the bases are covered.
Yeah.
Everything that you need is covered.
Yeah.
For me personally, everything after that is just a plus.
Okay.
It's just a blessing. If I have money, I have food on the table, I have a bed to sleep in, and I have all the basics are covered, everything else is a plus at the end, right? And then from then onwards, it's just like, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
It sounds cheesy, but that's what it would be for me.
Yeah. But is happiness moments? Is it possible to achieve constant happiness?
Exactly.
Or is it just pockets?
Yeah.
It's pockets of happiness.
I would say pockets because you can only measure it based on where you are. You cannot be always happy.
Yeah.
You because they say you appreciate the sun today because it rained yesterday.
Yeah.
Right, it's always this thing. But having that constant in your life of doing what you love, sometimes you will hate it. But it's not going to be, you don't hate it every day.
Yeah.
You might wake up and be like, well, today I'm not going to do
just
this.
not feeling it.
But then you will still have that motivation to get out of bed.
Yeah. But the billions of dollars.
Did you say billions?
Billions.
Did you say
billions
B?
of dollars?
I'd rather wipe my tears every day with Ebola. Like,
I don't mind
I
spending a lot of
really
money
don't
on
mind.
therapy.
I don't mind.
Wow.
Waking up and being like,
to my therapist.
fuck, but
I'd be like, I hate this. And then you look at your balance. I
and
love
you
this.
smile. I'd rather have that.
I'm like,
honestly.
G-Wagon feels nice.
No, crying on a yacht. That sounds very classy if you ask me. Hey.
That doesn't sound bad at all. Yeah.
But you can do it for a while and then go back to doing what you love. When you make your first 100 million, you don't need more than that.
You're tricky because now you're moving the goalposts. I like that. Like, let me make money and I can be happy afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's like everyone who works for this Big Four, whatever, the consultancies.
yeah.
They're not happy. But in their 30s, they're saying, I have a flower shop in Karen. How do you finance this, McKinsey? I worked at McKinsey for 10 years.
That's
Did you
exactly
love
what I do. Now I'm wearing sandals every day and shorts and I don't care.
Yeah.
There it
But,
is.
how much happiness can money buy?
97%.
A lot.
7%.
Yes, the only happiness money can't buy is emotion, and it's not all of them.
Some emotions can be
Yeah.
purchased by money.
Some emotions, yes.
Yeah.
Some
I promise
emotions.
you, if I'm having a
Or they can
terrible
be
day,
faked, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm having a terrible day,
Escort
and I check my
service,
phone
boom.
and some money just came in, whatever. My mood changes almost immediately.
Yeah. Okay. But you see, it's like that one shorty you're trying to hit on, and she's like, I don't care how much money you have. I don't like you, I don't love you.
Yeah.
And then you have a bevy of women on this side, and you're like, I don't want you guys, I want her.
Yeah. And she doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3%
It's like the other
97.
97%.
can be bought.
Can be bought.
Yeah. Have you been in a car with air suspension and you're being dropped to pick your car?
Wow.
And then you
get into your car and you're going back the same route and you're like, yeah. This
I get it now.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah.
No, I haven't changed my mind. It's just, I get all of that. I think it's just a matter of what the environment you're currently in.
Yeah.
Because we have something that we try for, right? We want this certain thing, we want this certain car, this certain apartment, the things that we want to buy.
Yeah.
But I think we underestimate, maybe we're doing it for the sake of it. It's fun to say, but we underestimate the power of mental health.
True.
Because I know people that are very wealthy that are very unhappy. Like very unhappy. And I'm thinking, if I had your money, I would be happy. But you wouldn't be. Like I have a friend who's very wealthy and he's very unhappy in his marriage, for example. Like money cannot buy the love that he has for his wife or the kids that they have. This is for him, like he will, I promise you, he will rather give away his money and be happy with his family rather than that.
I'm ready to take it.
He will take it. You can
Call him.
Have you spoken to him about getting another wife? Let's find solutions.
And now
legally, he
you're
can't.
officially a podcaster.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. I have a friend.
I have a
have a
friend.
friend.
And then you tell a whole life
Mama,
story.
he dated.
Your whole life is content.
The whole life is content.
A friend that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yes, fair enough. But that-
Hypothetically, okay.
yeah, but a friend exists. But yeah, I get that. But it's all about perspective, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Give me the money.
The money.
Honestly, nah. After this, we have
It's
to
because the
call your
question
friend.
was
Yeah,
phrased.
we'll talk-
Ask him if that conversation's on the table.
Exactly. And see if we will exchange.
Please.
Let's do that.
And if he wants extra family members, I can give him mine.
Yes, we'll do that as well.
For extra happiness.
So now we have two things already. Oh God. So we have the happiness. Just give us the money. Okay?
Please.
Is he
Okay,
ready
good.
to adopt a 29-year-old baby boy?
21-year-old
Yeah. That would be, yeah. We'll ask him that. That's a very
Can you call him?
Now
Yeah.
Hell
we
no.
can try. Maybe my phone is over there. I need a hotspot. We can call him in the break. I don't want to put him on blast either. The poor guy.
Oh,
All right,
Lord.
so the last one. Would you rather have a terrible boss but a great job, or a great boss but a terrible job?
As someone who had bad bosses before and great bosses, and they say, people leave a company mostly because of a bad boss.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. It goes back to the whole thing, right? You want to wake up and be happy to go to work.
Yeah.
And there is somebody that you don't like,
Yeah.
and is on top of it your boss, then rather having a great boss.
But what about
Great boss and terrible job.
but
That's
a
something
nice-
you have to
but a
do
great
every
boss?
day.
Terrible. Yeah, okay. Oh, terrible job.
Yeah, but you have such
You
a
have to
great
do it
boss.
every
you have
day.
good vibes, but terrible job.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
What
Honestly,
would you do?
I'd rather have a terrible boss and a great job because at least I know that will keep me sane as I'm
Yes.
doing my work. Because I mean,
Yes.
dealing with a terrible boss is like, 5 minutes of your day and that's
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Bro, it's never 5 minutes of your day.
No, because let's think of this.
There are levels,
Probably you
yeah.
have to go to them every day, every morning, have
Yeah.
a whatever meeting, he'll yell, do whatever, but you still have the rest of your day to get by. If you enjoy what you do, it's easy to just shut that noise out and focus on your job.
Have you had a bad boss before?
Is that a question or an answer?
A question.
Yes, I have.
And
Sanity.
you only reported in the morning and that was
Yeah,
it.
that was it. Just deal with you for 10 minutes of my morning. And after that, I shut out your bullshit and I do
Yeah.
what I need to do.
Yeah. It sounds like this is the least of two evils that you need to choose from.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the good job and bad boss because I think I know how to handle somebody who's bad because of the level of experience I might have.
Yeah.
I think in my position I will take that because I will kind of know how to navigate that
Me
person.
too.
Yeah.
And well, all else fails you, just pettiness.
Oh, you just become
Like-
Just become petty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd pick a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, I can manage people, bro. We manage people
Yeah.
True.
every
On a
day, yeah.
daily.
You know, our colleagues, people we interact with,
Yeah.
random people in the club.
Yeah.
You always manage people. It's
Yeah.
easier, but I'd pick a great job.
Yeah,
Me
absolutely.
too. Any day.
Otherwise,
I'm discuss my boss on this podcast every week.
Yeah. And probably buy this dartboards and put his face in the middle.
wow. So
Yeah.
we switched to violence already. Okay. I like that.
All right, so
Like that.
before we get into some of the interesting things
Stories,
that happened
yeah.
this week,
Okay.
maybe for a bit of context
Yeah.
for our community, Igbo, about
Yes.
yourself. Maybe that's a good thing to start.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who the hell is Igbo?
who the hell is
Is
Igbo?
it easy to define yourself?
Phew. We always do this exercise, and what I'm doing, trying to introduce yourself without saying where you're from, what you do, but just like how would you define myself?
Can you guess where Igbo comes from?
Oh, nationality?
Except
I already have the
mic.
tea.
Yeah, you have some
just,
tea.
Just pass a mic.
Okay.
Do they know already? Oh, they know.
Yeah, I have the
Accept them.
tea.
Right,
Okay.
Just guess which country do you think Igbo comes from? Just guess a country, bro.
Yeah, without the glasses, maybe it helps.
Indian.
Wow, that guy is a comedian. I get that. I like that.
Fadi knows. Fadi
knows,
don't
yeah.
guess.
Indian.
Let's see.
We're getting back to that.
India.
Of all the crazy things you could have
try
said,
this on.
Ray.
Give him glasses. Try his glasses.
I heard a lot of things, but that is a new one. Okay.
Deno, which country?
Wow.
Rwanda,
Rwanda.
Okay.
That's a
Ooh.
good guess.
Actually, why? That's a good guess.
That's a good guess, yeah.
UK.
UK? Okay. I've heard that before
What?
too.
Okay.
No,
man them.
No, wait,
Pass
wait.
the mic back to him.
Wait. You have context. That's why. But so for somebody
For sure.
that, yeah.
Okay, so it's an African country. Yes.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Okay.
South Africa? Okay. Okay.
I don't see that.
I see it.
Okay.
You see,
But you don't hear it.
Loki.
Nigeria.
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 Okay.
Because of the
He'd
name,
be
maybe.
louder, bro. He'd be louder.
I'd have to say South Africa too.
South Africa too, okay.
Maurice?
Well, let's guess.
Burundi.
Burundi.
Okay.
These are well
Well,
guessed.
I've met someone from Burundi.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna be like,
Okay. Do I need to give the answer? Okay.
No, Ernest didn't guess.
Ernest,
Ernest
okay.
didn't guess? Oh, let's see.
Probably West Africa, like Senegal.
Senegal would be your guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So do I need to reveal it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So somebody was right. I was born in Senegal.
Hey.
I was born in Senegal. That was it. Yeah.
And the guy who said India.
Many.
Three
Shame.
gunshots.
Many. After this, we're passing by Parklands.
Honestly.
Getting new
Lions.
glasses.
A/B testing.
But it's a little bit more complex than just that because my mom is half from Cabo Verde and half Portuguese. My dad is Senegalese, but he has a French passport. And to add to the whole confusion, I grew up in Germany. Exactly. All of your faces, like, what just happened? Exactly. That's how confusing my roots can be.
Yeah.
Right? And if we're talking about who I am, I like to say that I'm a realist who loves to give people an aha moment. So what I really love is explaining something and people get it. That's what fuels me. And that's ties back to what I do on a daily basis.
Okay.
Which is?
Which is, I'm a consultant
Okay.
in intercultural differences.
That's the aha moment.
What it means is, I work...
Someone like Howard Infant
Yes.
School, please explain.
That's mighty audacious of you, sir. That is
that was so
mighty
unnecessary.
That's
audacious.
not even rich, that's wealthy.
Please.
That's like the guy who picks the second chick.
That was so unnecessary.
Do you know he's the only one here who doesn't have a degree?
That's why. That's it. Okay. So the thing is, I consult companies. Let's say a company that is, you said the UK before. A company that's in the UK and want to do business in the Middle East. Let's say the UAE as an example. Culturally, there are a lot of differences.
Yeah.
And in business, even more. Things are done differently in business. So what I'm doing is showing them what those differences are, where they're coming from, and how do they deal with it on a business level. So basically, I do cultural understanding trainings where I show people what those differences are, where they're coming from, and for them to understand. And then afterwards, I help them to lead their team better in a diverse environment. Or imagine we have a lot of foreigners that live in Kenya, for example. Once they come in, how do you prepare them for them to know what is the Kenyan culture? For them not to be surprised and to be able to integrate better.
Damn.
You want to give an example?
Yes, an example of cultural differences. Let's take an example that I saw with you guys in one of the stories. I think that you guys were talking about what time you're going to start podcasting. And I know that someone, I don't remember who, posted, guys, I was already here, and then everybody comes right after another. Somebody was very on time, and some people were not.
Hey,
This is, and
some
that's
episodes are
an
good.
old episode.
Bro,
Christ.
like, early last year.
See, I struck a nerve there. So we were talking about, let's say, how time is seen. I'm not talking about just being punctual, but do we see time as being strict or being a little bit more flexible? So you need to differentiate. Culture is one thing and personality is one thing. And where's the difference? Chaksi can be someone who, as a personality, is not punctual, right? But it doesn't say anything about Kenyans. The Kenyan culture is that being flexible is highly valued. Why? Because it's way harder to get from one end from Nairobi to the other due to traffic. So the culture is everybody agrees that I'll give you the 20-minute leeway because I've been in traffic. I know how hard it is. In other countries, like Germany as an example, nobody gives you 5 minutes to be late because everybody knows it is so easy to get from one end to the town to the other. There's not much traffic. There's a good system of metros.
These options.
So the culture is, in Germany, arriving 1 minute late to a business meeting is unacceptable. So culture is what the group decides. In Kenya, we say we give you 20 minutes because we are more flexible. In Germany, it's like, not at all, right? Your personality can be very, I'm a little bit laid back on time. And you go to Germany and you will struggle.
Use that example.
No, I'm using-
Not only.
Who's the one?
I'm punctual.
Who's the one here?
The two of them.
Nah.
Wait.
The two
I'm
of them.
always on time.
No, the two of them.
Nah, he's worse than I
literally wrote a
am.
shanty song.
You guys decide who's late.
He's worse.
He's worse.
He's worse.
He's worse. Okay.
Should we do a poll, guys?
Please. Please.
If Mariah's worse, please put your hands up. Thanks. If Moss is
hands
late,
up.
Oh, we have already. The
What
group
time
has
did I get here
decided.
today?
The group
you were
has
later
decided.
than me.
What about last week?
You were later than me.
Gaslighting. Gaslighting. Please carry on.
Yeah, but this is just one of the things. Or if you talk about timing, is as let's see if we're flexible or strict on time. You have a meeting, a business meeting, and the meeting goes from 12 to 1. And at 1, in a country like Germany where it is very strict, at 1, the meeting ends, even if you found a solution or not.
Oh, really?
Because there's a next meeting that needs to start.
Yeah.
Right? In a country like Kenya, you will say you're more flexible because you want to come to an agreement.
Yeah.
The meeting might be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So my goal is really first thing people to understand stereotypes versus culture. Because stereotypes is the personality.
Yeah.
It's not the Kenyans, it's Kenya. Everybody who lives in Kenya knows what the culture is, right? It doesn't matter where you're from. And it's not every German is on time. No, it's in Germany, the rule is this. Culture versus personality. And that's what I'm trying to show people, what those differences are, to be able to navigate and deal with people.
Okay.
Okay.
That's really cool.
So it was consultancy in
Intercultural differences.
Cultural differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still looking, you're like, okay.
No, it's because my brain is racing.
It's racing.
There's a lot of people watching and people studying and people
Yeah.
involved.
Involved in?
Like, do you use that to your personal advantage sometimes?
Yes. For example,
In relationships.
relationship as well. Okay, let's take relationships as an example. When we're talking about languages, let's take languages as an example. As someone who has traveled a lot and I speak different languages, I speak 5 fluently, right? And in languages, you have a difference that is called low context, high context. That sounds weird or complicated, but it's very easy. Low context, American English. When I speak, it's my responsibility to be understood. That means I mean what I say and I say what I mean. It's easy. On the other end, you have languages that are high context, like Korean or Japanese. When I speak, it's your responsibility to understand me. Meaning, I don't say what I mean, but you should understand me. Because I don't want to offend you. I don't want you to take it the wrong way. So I'm kind of nuanced in what I'm speaking. Yeah. So you have the two extreme. And in between, you have all the languages. Yeah. You have Spanish, Arabic, that is a little bit more nuanced. So now let's talk about it. If you're talking to someone, we're talking about relationship. You're dating someone from another culture who speaks a different language. In your case, who are we taking as an example who's dating somebody else? Jaxi?
Not me.
Not you.
This is my year. This is my year.
This is your
Then
year?
let him use you as an example. Manifest it.
I'm receiving applications, kindly.
Okay, kindly. Okay, then we're taking you now as an example if you're receiving. Jaxi, imagine now you're dating a girl who is from a culture that is high context, meaning you're dating tomorrow a Japanese girl, right? So now you need to think in the future how the babies will look like.
Yeah.
Hey, they are born stars if they born stars.
Yeah.
So imagine now, in your case, you will speak your mind and say what you mean, and then she will not understand because you are way too straightforward toward her. For her, what you're saying is not important. It's what you imply. For somebody who's on the other end, because in their culture, they never say what they mean. I'll give you an example. Imagine now you were doing a pod. This week's pod wasn't good. They didn't feel the vibe.
Yeah.
You know how somebody in Korea will give you feedback? They will say, I really like last week's podcast. Instead of saying,
I did enjoy this one.
Yeah. They say, I like last week's. What you need to understand is,
This one wasn't it.
Exactly. Now imagine now you're in this environment, somebody tells you like, okay, so what do you mean by that? You didn't like, what about this one?
What about this?
Yeah.
Give me actually
Tell me
the
about
thing.
this one.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you have this in terms of culture, especially when you talk, where you assume that you're on the same level, but you're talking on different levels.
Yeah.
It is not done by, it's not the people, it's just the culture, how the language is set.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about somebody who speaks American English or Korean, you're just talking on different levels. And that makes it more, once you understand that, when you're talking to someone from another culture, when you have that in the back of your mind,
It's easier to interpret.
yeah, exactly. You know exactly what it is. So you can put it on the table and talk together.
You know what I just thought about? Is like after you and your Japanese girlfriend,
Yes.
you roll over and you're like, babe, how was it? And she's like, I liked Valentine's Day.
I like the last one better.
Christmas.
Yeah. But that's crazy because that informs. That means if you are, say you have those kind of differences, it's very possible to find yourself in situations where you have a lot of disagreements
Yeah.
Yes.
over really nothing.
Small
Yeah.
things.
Like
Yes.
very, very small things.
Yes.
And you just have to be aware about those things.
Exactly. And this is the thing where part of my job is sometimes I'm in the middle of two companies that are having a disagreement and I'm trying to guide them to get out of
understand
this.
each other, yeah.
So I have a client in Germany who is dealing with another client in Argentina.
Yeah.
So the German team wants them to give them work receipts, how many hours they worked, how much money they spent. The team in Argentina is like, I told you I'm going to do it. You don't trust me?
Yeah.
Like, what is this nonsense? Right? What you would say, I gave you my word, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But from their point of view, from the German team is like, no, but that's how we do things. It's nothing to do with
Accountability.
trust.
Yeah.
Right? And the other end is like, no, I gave you my word. I always keep my word. And now I'm going in between, telling both of them, you're both right in what you're saying from your point of view. But you need to try to understand where the other is coming from. And once you understand that, you can come on the table and talk.
Yeah.
And this is like just, we always think we know only what we know. And then if you think about it on the other way around,
You're
it's
exposed
really...
to something else.
Exactly.
Very true.
Is this what you always wanted to do? I mean, because you've been a bartender before.
That was my first job. I was a bartender.
Yeah.
I organized parties. I did all kind of jobs before my first big corporate job, yeah.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do was always, I think I found my love in public speaking, my love in trying to teach something, right? Having that aha moment. So I've been always somebody, even with my friends group, is like, when I'm passionate about something, it can be the weirdest thing. Technology, for example. When Spotify came out, I'm the first one who gets Spotify and tell everyone you need to get it. Because I'm so passionate about something. And I had always this thing where I always wanted to, tell people things and get them to know something new. And very selfishly, I believe that this thing is how the world will move forward. Because we all live in our bubbles. But the thing is, we don't understand each other that much. We always think that we know what other people think. And we always think that we are right in our way of doing things. And I think I'm hoping that I'm playing my small part where people might understand each other better, then we will come together. Selfishly, that's what I believe that this job will do ultimately.
Because I mean, even within Red Bull, you did a lot of training, speaking and coaching.
Yeah, that I did for years. I did a lot of trainings. That was my passion. But now I balanced it into my background, all those cultures that were, and what I already could do.
Yeah.
And I want to try something here because I haven't tried it here in Kenya.
Let's go.
I want all of you to count to 3 with your fingers. How would you do that? You start here? You started there.
Index.
How
Thumb.
you started with the index?
Index,
You started with the thumb? Okay.
Always this.
See? Why did Chakti start it like this?
I mean, because I'm different.
Wait. Okay. So, okay. Have you ever seen that Chakti count his with the fingers like this?
No.
You never noticed,
I've
right?
never been keen.
And I haven't asked him before.
Yeah.
But this is a culturally influenced way of doing things.
Yeah.
So why do you think you started here?
But I've never noticed that's how I started.
Yeah.
But I've never noticed. Or why do I think I started here?
Yeah.
I think I'm just different from these guys.
That would be the easy one.
No, I wouldn't. Tell me. I'd love to know.
Okay, from your culture, is there anything that is Arabic or Muslim in your background?
You're a Bantu, so yes.
What is the correlation?
But is there anything? Yeah, okay. Is there anything that is Muslim or Arabic in your background, in your culture, maybe with your parents or how you grew up?
Not really.
Because this, for a lot of Arabic speaking, because they read the other way around, they start here when they're counting and not this way, right? They count. They start like this, right? And a lot of countries in South Spain, due to the influence of the Arabic countries before, they do this as well, right? And then you have people that start like this, but you have people that start like this. This is very British and American.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Ah, see? That is that.
You know me so well.
Colonizer.
No. It's not that, because actually now that you've said that, not many guys know, but my childhood upbringing for about 2-3 years was in the UK. So yeah.
That comes automatically.
Makes sense.
Actually, yeah.
Makes sense.
And then you have Japanese that does this and does... They count backwards.
Just complicated.
Exactly. So you have that. And then you realize even in the smallest things, there are differences that you were not even aware about. That I cannot do this because my third finger will not go up, right? But this is just things. Even you are guys in the same culture. There are even differences in the way you count with your fingers. So you can imagine what other things are out there that are different that we're not even aware of. Now you're looking at Chucksy weirdly when he started doing this.
It's good. It feels like you're dropping bars.
Yeah, it's like counting the things.
I learned about this because I realized like all like high-level individuals when they're doing things in meetings, they do things like this.
Like this?
So 1, 2. Then I watched, I think, was it Inglourious Bastards?
Exactly.
Yes. And the Germans, and that's how they were caught. When
Exactly.
This guy was a spy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I just started doing that because I found it really cool.
Exactly. So there was this in the movie, there was a spy. They were claiming to be Americans, but they were actually Germans.
Yes.
Oh, no, the other way around. They were
Yes.
claiming to be German, but they were actually Americans, and they ordered 3 beers. And they did this. And then they looked up, there's like, no, there's no thing who will do that. They normally would do this. And then they pulled the gun under the table. That's how they found out that they were spies, because that's what they give them away.
Yeah.
So once you know that there are differences there.
Yeah. How many passports do you hold?
This is the always theoretically 5, but officially 4.
Theoretically.
Theoretically 5,
Wait, so
officially
just
4.
pick and choose one depending on where you're going.
No, like I travel with one.
Which is?
The Portuguese one.
Okay.
Right? But my dad
It's
has...
one of the strongest in the world.
Yeah.
It is strong enough to be able to travel. There's no differences in Europe, really. The Senegalese one from Cabo Verde, but I don't use it to travel, but I have it. Or I have the nationality, so I can get a new passport. Mine has expired, but I can get a new one. The German I never got because it doesn't make a difference. That's what I know, guys. That's a luxury to like, I don't need the German one now. But because it doesn't make a difference when you're in Europe. And the French one my dad has, so I can apply for it as well if I want. That's why, theoretically.
Yeah, makes sense. You know, it's crazy because Dangote, Africa's richest man, he was saying that he needs 35 visas to travel within Africa. 35 visas.
And send backup documents.
Yeah, and
It is crazy.
Let us see your bank details.
Yes. I do it. I'm bloody Dangote.
I would send them a Forbes link.
Yes. Wikipedia, this is me.
Yeah, like,
on.
dude, don't take the piss.
We want to prove that
seriously.
you'll come back.
Because where would I go?
Like all my business is based in Nigeria.
Yeah. No, but this is just as well, like from the other end, if you haven't experienced this, a lot of people cannot comprehend how hard it is to not have a good passport. Because I had a good passport at the age of 15, right? Before I was born in Senegal, and I had my Portuguese passport afterwards. So, and a lot of people that you're around, they cannot even understand what it is to apply for a visa. They just go. Like, and then
Let's book a flight and
let's
go.
book and go. You're like, you don't understand how it is. So this is this thing as well with this whole work is like trying to understand where people are coming from. Because you cannot put yourself in their shoes if you don't understand why. It's always the why behind it. And then try to understand why.
Because I saw the European Union made 3.4 million euros from rejected Schengen visa applications. That's from Nigeria
wild.
only.
Wow.
The whole of last year.
Wow.
And from Kenya, the EU, they made 1.04 million euros from rejected Schengen visa applications from Kenya.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
Million euros. From rejected. Like,
Just-
we'll take your money and...
No, honestly, I feel like
stay in
they
your
need to have a
country.
return policy, like 50% or
Yeah,
something.
at least. Because they didn't do the full work. They
Thank
just checked,
you.
They checked it and said no, but they didn't give
Or like
the
you can
visa.
do the interview and tell me you're going, so pay this.
Yeah.
Or you're not going.
After.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, pay for
50%
printing.
return
Yeah.
makes sense.
I feel like they need to start applying for visas to come here. And we apply the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only way, bro.
I promise you, because they don't see it. By day, I'm seeing people that never understood it. It's like, okay, they can come here.
Yeah.
And then the other way, if you can't, then they will not see it as a problem until it affects you.
True.
That's how we are as humans, right?
No, it's crazy, bro. Like, so this is an entire business.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Literally.
I feel like this is this is a source
Literally.
of revenue for them. Like in
It
their
is.
revenue streams, they have
Rejected
visa applications as a revenue stream because it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, to just say, yeah, fuck you, man. Yeah. Thank you for bringing your
Business
papers.
meetings like, guys, we need to up our rejections.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the
Up
KPIs.
our rejections to up our projections by upping our rejections.
Literally.
There's someone who sees you walking and they're like, nah.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
you're not going.
nowhere.
And you sit down and you're like, hi, my name is Steven. Steven, can I have your documents?
They just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the back of your mind, they're just like scribbling. They're not even...
Literally.
Yeah.
I
And the
don't know,
thing
you
about
got-
your bank balance I never get, because if it's too much, they say you're not coming back. If
And if it's too little, you're definitely not coming
you're
back.
definitely not coming back. You're going to either set up a business,
Yeah.
you're going to survive on this until you get a business.
Yeah. You cannot win.
Yeah.
Either way.
And then you go on Instagram and TikTok and you find Americans playing with an atlas and they throw a dart in whatever country it lands in, they go
They
there.
go
They just book a visa.
It's
Imagine.
mad.
No, they just book a flight.
Imagine.
No, but for me, I think the worst bit of it is just even in Africa.
Yeah.
Forget even going abroad. Like, how do you need all these visas to just travel even within your locality? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of things to fix. It's like the other day I saw the president and a couple of all African presidents at a Korean summit. And I saw Larry Madowo's tweet. It's like, what's the work of the African Union?
Yeah.
If all the presidents have to leave their countries and because they've been summoned in Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, send the union to represent them.
True.
Yeah. Why do you need how many presidents are those?
Or introduce them to
50.
emails.
Yeah.
5?
No, so there's this common meme on Twitter that shows the entrance of our airport.
Yeah.
And then they've just replaced it with JKI with the office of the president. Because the president is always out. Even now he's out of the country.
Yeah.
And he comes back, goes again to Egypt. I'm like, how does this work? A president, they can't sort this on Teams. Some of these things, they have to go in person.
He's a travel blogger.
Yeah.
I mean, then we need the content. Where is the content? Where's the travel
Guys,
content?
when is this going to air? Because I want to get out of the country safely.
It airs on Wednesday.
Wednesday, okay.
It airs on Wednesday.
Yeah, I have a flight tomorrow. I just
Now
don't want to be stopped.
we can blur your eyes. Don't worry, you'll make it.
Yeah.
No, but it is a tough one. And especially for me, who grew up in Senegal and seeing it from the outside, and I've been traveling in and out. I have my dad who still is in Senegal. So I'm a child of both because I left early enough to be able to, get into, the new environment that I was in.
system, yeah.
But as well to remember everything. I still speak the language. I left after 9th grade, so I remember everything. But seeing it from outside, it's like, it breaks my heart somewhere. And you want to okay, what can we do?
Yeah.
But then the environment that we're in is just, it's hard to see, man.
the best.
Because you see how it possibly could be fixed.
Yeah.
But there are powers at play that we possibly not be aware of.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's
It's crazy. It just needs, just get Africa as a block.
How so?
I mean, so if the same way, so we have the East African community.
Yeah.
We have one passport. So that
Yeah.
allows you to move within East Africa freely. So
Yeah.
if you have the same for Africa and you check out all these blocks,
Yeah.
it becomes easy, but they would never allow that.
That's the thing.
Because now Africa will be too powerful
Yeah.
as a
That's
united front.
That's another thing. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants.
Doesn't want to talk about
Let's talk about it.
political.
No. Let's talk about
was
it.
that Gaddafi's plan?
Yeah, part of Gaddafi's
Yeah,
plan.
and another thing, for example, if you look at the world map, right? Do you guys know that the African continent, as it is put on the map, it is smaller than it actually is?
Yeah, by 2/3.
No way.
You're lying.
Exactly. If you look at
Greenland
it,
is bigger than us
Yeah.
on the map.
yeah, if you look at it, the continent is
Iceland as well.
actually bigger than it is portrayed on the map. If you look at the numbers and the size, it is way bigger.
Yeah.
And it started back then already in terms of it's a mindset thing, right? You're having a smaller continent where people are in. Because how could a bigger piece of land be so, I'm putting in it because, be so poor? And then that's why it's this superiority thing that comes out of it. The continent is way bigger than it is pictured in all the maps that you guys have. You guys, I mean, all of us.
That's crazy, bro. We need to make our own map. No, but if we're gonna create a-
But there's a real map online
Yeah,
that you
there's
can
a
see.
real map, yeah.
It is way bigger.
The one that's flat.
Yeah. The flat one, because of the
Yeah.
curves,
Yeah.
right? When you map it out, it's actually way bigger. I think it's 33% bigger or something like that. It's really crazy. Because if you look at the numbers, if you put it on top, you can fit all Europe and then you put China and Russia in there, and there's still space for more, just based on the... You're shocked now.
Honestly, I'm so surprised.
Yes.
Do you think there's hope for a united Africa, in our lifetime?
Not in our lifetime.
No.
Not in our lifetime. It's gonna happen for sure.
Eventually,
yeah.
but maybe after.
After the fourth colonization.
Probably.
I have hope.
From the
After the Chinese are done, then whoever comes after.
I have hope, though. I have hope. Because I think that our generation, especially with the fact that information is so available, and then 10 years ago, we didn't know how life looked on the other end, right? As easily as it is now. You open your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever you have, you put a location, you see how people are. And then there's something that you can try for. The good things I would like to do that. So our minds are way more open than they used to be. And I think our generation has more power now to change things, but we need to want it as well.
Yeah.
Right? And there is this other layer to it is once we get to power as well, what are we going to do? Are we going to try to make our standards better for ourselves first, like everyone who gets in power first? Or are we trying to get everyone together to that's always the problem we have.
True.
There's somebody who comes, we vote for him, we have hopes, and the person comes in, whatever they do, and then it's all for them first. And then, they lose the reality. If you ask any president now, anywhere, ask them what a liter of milk costs, they don't know.
Of course not.
They don't
what
care
the fuel, they don't know.
Yeah.
And this gives
They're
you
very
always...
far removed from reality.
They're far removed, and how can you care for people if you don't know what the people are going through? So this is the thing. But I have hope that our generation can bring that change, because we seek something better, and then hopefully we'll be able to do so. But we need to work together.
It's going to take a lot. I mean, because whoever has the money calls the shots.
Yeah.
So they keep us in this cycle of debt as countries for so long. And it's almost like we can't get out of this
Yeah,
cycle.
because it gets worse and worse.
All this money we keep borrowing, we don't need all... Why are we borrowing all this money for, bro?
Yeah.
And this all in the name of donations and whatnot. Who needs all this money for?
I stopped having hope a long time ago. So now there's a switch on the TV and you see, like, back in the day they came here and colonized us because they had the guns.
Yeah.
And then now our leaders are selling us directly to them.
Yeah.
And then they're going to leave that debt to the next government and the next one. If you look at Kenya as a company, we should be bankrupt by now.
Okay.
Or like 20 years ago.
We've
no
been,
one would
probably.
stand there and be like, okay, I can turn over this capex and do this and do that.
Yeah.
Because right now our debt is over our expenditure per year.
Yeah.
There's no company that would operate on that unless like you have like the fundings and whatever.
But if you
from
think
whatever.
about it,
Yeah.
I don't know any country of the big ones that are as well not borrowing more money than they have.
Yeah.
Even the US.
Even the US, yeah.
The thing
They have
is,
a lot
it's
of debt.
just the hope,
Superpower
and the hope, the belief in them that they will be able to that they write you a check, and I believe that you can pay it back. That's the only thing they have ahead.
I think if they just minded their own business and kept everything within their country.
But which business? That's the question.
I mean, they're so nosy, they're in everyone's business.
No,
Yeah, but
but-
Africa is their business.
Canada, you move a little bit, they set up a new military base. I'm like, all this, just mind the business. A little bit.
Yeah. The thing is, there's literally no business without. That's unfortunate. That sounds so wrong to say it.
Yeah.
But the world as it is set up right now, it's unfortunate that somebody is there and they need to oppress someone for capitalism to work. That's how bad it sounds, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
For us to be able to wear a Nike shoe that we paying, I don't know how many, is it $50, $100 for them to make money, it needs to come from somebody who is oppressed and doesn't get paid a lot for you.
Yeah.
And otherwise, the shoe will cost $500 and the iPhone that people have will cost $5,000. And then we will not able to be, either it's all on the same page, right? Which nobody with people that have one don't want to. And then how are we going to have that balance?
Yeah.
We're all living in the same society, but how can we make that work? It's a conundrum. I don't know how we're going to get out of this.
I think I'm going to read about, because for sure the universe corrects itself in a way, like the wild. I'd like to see cycles of reset and what happens. I'd like to see what because I mean,
interesting
it's not going to be forever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm
It's going to be a long time.
I'm going to read on that. So I'll be updating you guys on every episode.
Nigga, just share
2
the
minutes.
book.
So I need my own 2-minute segment every episode to update you on this.
How we are.
Research, yeah. And then I can predict when Jesus will come back. I got you guys.
They said Jesus already came back. He'll come back like a thief and he's our president.
Guys, I distance
I saw that.
I
saw that.
distance myself from any political discussion.
Oh my
This
God.
podcast is never run in front.
No, we have a lot of
The
freedom.
disclaimer.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna happen to you. Nothing's gonna happen to you.
I love
So
this.
you can tell he's really scared for his life right now.
No.
You
No.
good.
The president has seen this show.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's fine. He knows we make fun of him. Okay. It's fine.
But this is good.
Yeah. But it's true. That was a meme. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Me too.
Someone said, okay, I think I'll paraphrase it. Is that, he just realized Jesus came back because he said he'll come back as a
As
thief.
a thief.
Yeah, because our guy, our number one.
That's a great joke. That's a great joke.
Yeah. But so there was what is it? Ian Njoroge.
Yes.
Yes.
So the give context.
So he's a 19-year-old and he was recorded. I don't want to say assaulting, but he got into an altercation with a police officer.
Okay.
They just
Ba-
beat him up. They just beat
No.
him up. Yeah, he just beat him up.
They got into an altercation because this police officer was asking for a bribe.
Okay.
And he was, basically it was just extortion, right?
Okay.
So of course, They got into it, someone recorded, it went
Yeah.
viral, and so he's been dragged to court back and forth this whole week.
Okay.
And so now he's kindly been released on bond
Okay.
for 700,000, but I think that has to be sorted on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's basically it.
That's currently
Police
in the
corruption,
news.
extortion,
Okay.
yeah.
And
all
now
that.
there's a conversation between like, where does it start? If the policeman wouldn't ask for a bribe, maybe that wouldn't happen.
Basically.
Obviously, the reaction of the
Yeah.
But also the
violence is never the
legal side was handled. He was charged with
Robbery with violence,
Violence. He was charged
assaulting a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
with. I think the main question is
Causing gross harm or
when is it okay to just beat up a police?
Yeah.
Like, just rough him up.
anytime.
When?
Remember when I was telling you, like me, I never feel safe when I see a police officer.
Yeah. He gets scared
Ever.
when he sees the police.
Yeah.
I'm driving and I
too.
see a police
Yeah.
officer, I'm just like, even the other day when they stopped me because I don't have a number plate.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't have a number plate because it was stolen, because they stole my grill. And then they're like, have you reported it? I'm like, yeah, here's the paperwork. I'm waiting for the Nini
Yeah.
to come. And then they're still there like, so, why don't you have a number plate?
Good
And I was
question.
like, yeah. And they only forgave us because we were coming from a funeral. So when my sister
okay.
opened the window and she
Yeah.
had like red eyes and she's crying,
Yeah.
the cop asks like, do you have a flu?
Yeah.
And he says, no, we're coming from a burial.
And
And
then-
then now all his humanity comes back,
Came back.
gave us back our documents and told us to go.
But this whole being afraid of police is as well like so different from country to country, right?
Yeah.
So you have certain places where you believe that the police is working for you, right? That they are and you feel safe when they're around. There are certain countries where they don't even have a gun that exist. Like in a lot of countries, let's say, where they're not carrying a gun, you feel like even if it escalates, it doesn't go a certain to a certain things. And you have countries where, you know, let's say if you're a black person that is in the US,
Yeah.
you see it differently,
Automatically.
right? And
Yeah.
yeah, and if you look back, I drove once from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and obviously I grew up in Germany. We like to drive fast. Germany is the only country in the world without a speed limit on
limit.
certain places of the highway.
Yeah.
So you drive 200 kilometers an hour on a daily. That's just normal.
Just should call it the drive to heaven.
Literally.
So you do that, and then I drive, and then I was like, you know, drive a little bit faster than I should, but nothing crazy. And then you hear the police thing behind you, and the thing is, your mind goes directly to everything you've seen on TV,
Yeah.
right?
As a black person.
As a black person, and I have the blessing and the curse at the same time is when I'm in the US and my English is kind of okay, I could pass as an American, and then obviously in their brain when they see me, the first thing they think is I'm American. And then obviously, if you live in the US, everybody could be armed depending on where you are. And they're already on high alert. So the first thing that I said when he stopped me is like, sir, I am a tourist. That's the first thing I said, just to try to make sure that he understands that I'm not from there. But I was afraid as well, because you don't know how it could escalate.
Yeah.
But from country to country, it became different. People call the police and just even scream at them in other countries. You're like, what? Exactly your face. You're like, yeah. People don't care because they feel safe, because they're like, you're working for us, depending on where it is. Here you wouldn't dare. In other countries, you wouldn't dare either.
Question is, would they even pick the phone? Let's just start with that.
It is depending on where it is. Here,
I was going to ask.
what is the answering time?
When Jesus comes back, he'll come with a network.
Yeah, at their own pace.
Yeah, at their own pace. Yeah,
I think it depends on what. If it's
Yeah.
murder, they take that very seriously.
Okay.
Actually, if like there was a murder case, the
Yeah.
police would find you in literally the same
It's
day.
like,
Yeah.
true.
yeah. So,
Like
so-
now, if I lost my phone
Yeah.
and I went to report the police, I'd never get it back.
Okay.
But if I lost my phone and it was involved in murder, they retrieve my phone.
Now,
the same day.
now,
They'd
now,
find that
now.
phone immediately.
they know
Even
exactly.
this guy was caught because of a single phone call.
Wow,
After he was recorded,
Yeah.
he made one single phone call.
And that's it.
Down
And they
his
found
house.
him.
they knew
Yeah.
it. Wow.
No, hiding in
And they
his
started
girlfriend's
drafting him up
house.
from
Yeah.
the arrest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he has
Yeah.
a broken jaw now.
And a broken arm.
And a broken arm, yeah.
And the thing, I'm just wondering, like, even the magistrate who's handling this case,
Yeah.
you don't feel the need to see, like,
it's a
that's a
rotten
concern.
system completely.
Like,
Yeah.
somebody came to court the first day, they were okay. The next day, they had a broken jaw. The next day, they have a cast. And you're ignoring it completely.
And then
Yeah.
the lawyer was asking, this guy is 19, he's been brought to court by 21 armed police officers.
For what?
20.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And
Yes,
an armed
19-year-old boy.
Yeah,
Handcuffs.
21 police
Has
officers.
been
Yeah.
brought by 21 police officers.
Wow.
And then on the night of his arrest, he was put in a special cell, and unknown people were let into the cell at
Yeah.
night.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Just
That's what the lawyer alleged.
intimidation.
Yeah.
And now, today morning, apparently, so the police officer who was beaten by this guy was arrested for robbery with violence.
So the police officer has been
Who was beaten, the initial
Okay,
guy.
okay.
Now he's been arrested for robbery with violence.
Okay.
Right. Jesus is working overtime.
Huh?
No, it's they said there's no work for comedians in Kenya anymore. Because the reality is already too hilarious.
I see that. Wow.
Yeah.
But this is crazy. But
this
because
is
if there's
tragic.
evidence, I'm just like, okay. So at what point? I know it's a police officer, right? And I'm a citizen, right? But also we're human beings. So at what point can we genuinely fight?
No.
Man to man. At what point can we genuinely just fight?
No, and also when are we going to focus on the police? This man was extorting somebody. When are we going to focus on that?
Yeah. What is the root of the
Please,
relationship?
when are we going to focus on the real
You know,
problem?
I feel like every Kenyan felt nice, like, kula yo. Like 7 punches, nice ones. And this guy is a boxer by...
Yeah.
He,
Oh, he
he
is.
trains there. He had
Yeah.
photos on his Instagram with like boxing gloves
Yeah.
in the gym. That's why he landed them nicely.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, that was for the day I was arrested. That was
I think as dark as this situation is, I think it could spark a conversation, a deeper conversation in there.
Definitely.
On both.
Even there's now the second video yesterday of the other police officer, a lady who was also getting just beaten up by another lady.
Yeah.
But it also speaks to, at some point, guys just
People
get
are just
tired of
over it,
extortion,
honestly.
Remember even the
Yeah.
story in Mombasa, there was a police officer who was known to be an extortionist. Is that the word?
Let's work
Yeah.
with
Good,
that.
good. Yeah. Let's,
And then English is not my first language.
yeah. Let's go.
And then he got involved in an accident. He was trying to arrest some, I think, border guys. Then they just started like revving off and they hit him and he fell and his leg was broken and he couldn't move. And he started begging the members of the public to help him. And they're just looking at him.
So I remember last week you took my money, so I'm not
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah,
wow.
so now
You've been beating us, you've been asking
Yeah.
us for money every day. Now
arrest
you're
us
supposed
for
to
no
help
reason.
you. And then anyone who goes to help, they're told, like, you have to choose whether you're for them or for us.
Wow.
Don't open your business.
Karma
tomorrow.
came quick.
Yeah.
That was fun to watch.
Especially Mas. All right, so there's the other interesting thing that was happening was Congo introduced Africa's first mute rapper. His name is MC Baba.
Oh, I saw the video.
saw the
Oh wow, so good.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
so good.
Wait,
So
he's
good.
actually mute.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
mute.
That's not, it wasn't a gimmick.
No.
it wasn't.
Okay.
Someone at Ofubo on Twitter
Yeah.
captioned and said he's definitely signed to Def Jam Records.
Oh, come on. Come on. That's a good one.
That's a good one, man.
That's a good one.
It is. Like jokes, man.
It is a good joke.
And I saw one that said they should have added subtitles in there.
Oh,
Because
Guys, come on.
No, but the song bangs though.
No, but
Yeah.
really, you really can't understand what he's saying.
wait, the question is, like that's a real question. Is he actually trying to say something? Is there an
Yeah.
actual lyric that he's trying to say but
I'd like
cannot
to see
get
his
out?
Genius episode. You know how they
Oh,
break down
it's gonna be
lyrics?
short one. It's gonna be, you took it
I'm
too
just
far
saying.
now.
It would be nice. Like,
okay, so how does he perform on stage?
Like that.
Like that. But
What?
The album gonna
Okay,
be-
what does he say on stage?
Listen,
hey,
that's
guys,
the track.
guys.
That is the track. So
but the song
listen.
bangs.
No, the song bangs.
The beat is fire.
Yeah.
It's not for copyright, I'd have played it, but the song-
I'm also curious to know how like he kept his timing when he was.
Guys.
Okay,
Probably the translator.
Guys,
I want to see his
It's
notepad.
complex.
I want to see the lyrics to that song. I want to see his notepad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because honest, they keep the and then you have to rap to that.
Maybe they show him.
Probably has
Huh?
to like.
They show him. But I like the ad libs as well, where people could, because he was doing something and you hear everybody said, huh?
Yeah,
At the beginning. That was,
that's dope. I want to see the next song as well.
Me too.
I think this could be like one of those anthems that like come from a meme.
Yeah.
That everybody plays, everybody knows about
Yeah.
it. It's culturally relevant now.
But I mean, so the first song is a smash. Perfect.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna do the same thing 5 times. You know
Yeah.
what
Okay,
I mean?
well, I mean,
And then if he's a
some of your favorite rappers have done that, and please,
I mean, they're saying something. So, just saying.
mumble rap. Nah,
It's still something.
Nah, fam.
It's still something.
No.
Because
I'm with you.
I think this is gonna be the same as that AI gimmick. Remember the first AI rapper that
Yeah,
came out?
yeah.
The one that shut
Yeah.
down. Fully signed to Universal Music, bro.
Yeah.
How?
But you only did one track.
Yeah.
that was a
It's
marketing
not one track.
campaign.
Yeah, they were trying and then people saw it. But if people didn't know it was AI, they would have run with it.
But would have known it's AI.
Eventually.
No, what? Because you have now, there is this, I think, an OnlyFans model that is not real. And then she literally does this whole thing where people are paying for it, but she's not real. So all the content, the pictures that are taken are all made up, and people are subscribed to it. When people know, people
What's the
think
link
it's
so
real.
that I can block her?
Same here, so that I never. What's the name?
I don't know.
So
I don't
just
know what the
make
name
sure
is.
I never.
But it was an AI generated content. So if people didn't know it was AI, they will run with it. People will follow on Instagram. People say, oh, what's the thing?
There's
And they will
even an
make money.
influencer on Instagram who was fully AI.
It
Doing
exists.
videos and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until people know it's AI, then they might distance themselves. But
Yeah.
Now it's
That's not such a bad idea.
True.
I could make a lot of passive income if I just
100%.
had an OnlyFans that is AI.
100%.
Yeah, can I use your avatar?
Huh? No.
I just need to block off all the internet from my family home. Because I don't know how my dad would approach it if I was making OnlyFans content.
But it doesn't have to
depends
be
what-
explicit.
You can do feed pics.
It doesn't have
Okay.
to be.
Just tell your
Okay,
dad
let me
that at
rephrase.
least-
I don't know how my dad would react if I was making a lot of money.
Yeah.
So the thing is, because I would be like,
Yeah.
$2. Like, what am I doing with that?
I'm like, just tell your dad. At least you're getting money for it. I
Yeah.
mean, he's done it for free his whole life. So
May know my dad, if I was a baller, he wouldn't care about anything.
yeah.
If the money is coming at the
Be
end.
like, kids of today.
Yeah.
Give me my Prado keys.
Yes. That's exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Then I think the saddest thing that I saw yesterday was so Matrax is I'd call him a legend.
Okay.
He's a musician, producer, DJ.
Okay.
Someone definitely someone I looked to as an idol. Someone who's been on this couch exactly where you sat before, and we had such a nice conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yesterday, is it the ex-wife already?
Yeah.
Posted
Yeah.
pictures.
Said they're separated.
Yeah. And apparently used to beat her up.
Okay.
Then, man, I have to find this. Let me see.
Yeah.
if I can
The
find
clip
it.
where
The video
I want
with
to just
more.
give context. Okay, cool. I'll play the
phone
video.
call. There was a phone call.
But before the video,
There's a media company that reached out.
his response. So this is what Matrax says. I don't want to speak negatively about her because she's the mother of my children, but I'm glad I'm out of that toxic situation. I'm glad that's behind me. I don't know what she's trying to achieve. She's trying to get a reaction out of me. It's all in the past, and now she's trying to bring it back to drag me into a toxic trail. None of what she shared is happening right now. I think she's just hurting because we're not together. She's in the past. The kids and I are moving forward. Kwanza, abandoned not to it means abandon the kids. So basically, he says, yeah, I beat her up, but I don't know why.
But not
she's being-
yesterday.
not
And then
yesterday.
blame shifting. Like, this was not about
That's
her.
gaslighting.
And yes.
On another level.
Like,
Sorry.
what?
I don't know the guy, but
His main concern is just like, okay, why are you bringing this up now? Like, I did beat you up. But why
My
now?
issue is ati ya nilimpiga lakini yo tumesonga. Yes, sasa ndio achungi watu hii sahi. Like, huh?
translation for me, I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
sorry.
I was
Basically,
waiting for
like,
that.
yeah. I beat her up a long time
Yeah.
ago. We moved past that. But can we focus on her now? She's the one who's not taking care of the children. Like,
Those two things can be true, but we cannot separate those two things.
thank you.
I don't know him. I'm just saying from somebody who doesn't know the thing. But because we've seen it not so long ago with P. Diddy, right?
Yeah.
Where, you have this one conversation where, why is she doing it now?
Yeah.
But that doesn't free him
Negate
from-
that it happened.
Yeah? She can have a motive. Maybe she's trying to do something. Doesn't matter. We can talk about that. But we have to have two conversations.
True.
Because if it was 10 years ago, even if he's a new person, but that has happened. Obviously, there's no context that will give you a free pass to raise your hand on a woman.
True.
There's nothing.
True.
Right? But maybe they talked about it. He's a changed man, whatever. But we still can talk about what happened before.
Absolutely.
So I think those two conversations.
And this is, I don't know how long ago this is, but this is him on a podcast.
Yeah.
Let me just play the clip.
Okay.
Understand?
But the bitch knew she was getting with a thug. She knew I'm a fucking thug, man. She knew, and in fact, she even fucking loved me for it, man. In fact, if I wouldn't beat her, she wouldn't love me, motherfucker.
No.
That's all I'm
No.
Wow.
Again, as someone who doesn't know him, everything that comes to him now, he deserves. Because we're doubling down on something. And again, I don't know the person, never heard of him. He's a legend, yeah, but nah. You cannot.
But this is him on a podcast.
Yeah, but like on a podcast, like the fact. Okay,
You're not even remorseful.
exactly. One thing, and I'm gonna try to put a bridge to what happened with Diddy. If somebody is ready on a podcast to say something like that, what does he do behind closed doors?
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and
Thank
he
you.
wrote a statement supporting Diddy.
No, he's been doing that
Really?
forever.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, all
Does.
his tweets.
Does.
When Diddy came out, when
Yeah.
there was
Fuck
this
you
story-
guys. He gave us Biggie. He gave us Jew. I'm like, listen, nobody
So
has
what?
said his music prowess is different. His mannerism is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Please address the situation.
Yeah. And in the same
What am
way.
I calling the mother of your kids the B-word?
The beach. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
How would you say?
And Mad Trucks is not a thug. Let's be honest.
It's not. a thug.
Privilege at
Madi is
its
not
finest.
bad.
Madi
Like, what do
has
you
grown
even
up in the most
mean?
expensive school in Kenya. He's been
not
picked
a
up with
thug.
choppers.
Privilege.
Nobody who's a thug will say that I'm a thug.
Yeah.
No, bro. Show me.
The real gangsters don't say
He's so
Nah,
privileged.
Yeah.
Bro, we literally spoke about it for a couple of minutes.
Generational wealth.
Literally.
He's not
Like
a thug,
his kids
bro.
are set up.
Yeah.
Him himself is set up.
Yeah.
Like
Forget
his whole
his
family,
kids.
like
Yeah.
he's not a thug. He's never stolen anything.
How would you just say, actually, if I didn't beat her, she wouldn't love
Yeah,
me?
that's
What nonsense is that?
yeah. But you can sense the thing, people don't change unless something dramatic happens. The good way to change is because you get inspired to do something. Then you can seek change. But in most things, we don't change until something dramatic happens.
True.
And for him, he feels like he got away with it for so long. He feels invincible.
Yeah,
the fact that he
it's a
can say
factor.
that is like,
Yeah.
nothing has, I've done it. Nothing has happened. That's who I am now.
whatever.
So, yeah.
It's just crazy because I went on his Instagram yesterday. The last post of her and the wife is from literally December last year.
Yeah.
And it's the anniversary and there's a very nice caption.
Ah,
5-year anniversary, yeah?
Yeah, 5 years. You saw it as well.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
it. The queen to my kingdom.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah. a very good reminder that
Are you gonna
social
post
media
your
is not
Japanese
real.
girlfriend?
Korea.
Never happening.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you're saying?
No, it's a great reminder that social media is not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like it's the window to your apartment. You're not gonna open it, let people know if you're
What's
fighting or
happening
something.
inside? That's true.
Just
Unless you're the Bahatis.
who
Yeah.
context.
But if
What's
you're
the
getting,
whole-
we're about to get to
if you're
it.
getting a Netflix check,
okay.
if you're getting a Netflix check,
If you're getting a Netflix check.
let's fight.
Are you mad?
Not for real.
For the camera.
As in, let's just shout at each other.
Yeah.
And then when they yell cut, I hug you. I'm like, ooh.
Nah. Babe, it's for Netflix. It's for Netflix.
Wow.
No, but I mean, if for instance if you're getting paid to post Instagram stories, right?
Yeah.
I mean, then you could spend some of that money
Yeah.
to just curate content for your Instagram stories, right?
Yeah.
So I could go to the nicest restaurants just for my Instagram stories
Yeah.
because I need my stories to be lit
Yes.
for me to keep getting a check.
Yeah.
So the same way, if Netflix is playing, it's
Yeah.
paying a lot of money. I mean, we can shout. It's fine. I mean, we can
No.
It's acting. It's
act. It's acting.
Nah.
There's a thin line there.
Exactly.
I hate you.
Honestly, I feel
I
like
love you,
once,
babes. You know that?
once you cross a certain
They
line,
send the deposit.
that's that. Even if it's for, play or for TV.
But the reality shows, most of them are scripted.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys,
For sure.
yeah, all of it is
Most,
scripted.
all of it.
I mean, TV has to be interesting. No one wants to see you
Be happy.
Be happy all the time. Who's gonna pay you to see you happy all the time? People need drama. That's what TV is about.
We just want drama.
Yeah, that's what
We're so weird.
what we want is drama. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay you?
Because,
to
they
just
cut out
smile?
at those parts. Like, I think Bahati, Diana was saying, oh, he thought he was the one who was cheating.
Yeah.
I was cheating too. And then, and then now you cut off to some other story and then they'll revisit that on another episode to keep you watching.
So Bahati. for
Bahati said that
context, give
sorry.
context.
Bahati is the guy who we're talking about.
Yeah.
He's a cloud chaser first and then he sings.
Oh my.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
He's a very successful musician.
Yeah.
Failed politician.
Apparently a gospel musician. Apparently.
Nah, he switched Kitambo. He's not gossiping
Said he
anymore.
makes-
Okay, he gives shout outs to God in his songs. Yeah, in the middle of the song, shout out
He
to God.
doesn't anymore. Like
he doesn't?
he crossed that bridge a long time ago. He
Okay.
doesn't do gospel.
Oh, then he campaigned.
Failed
for-
politician.
Not failed. He just failed once. I mean, he's gonna campaign again.
Literally alinyimwa certificate. Kama huwezi pata certificate, that's
He wasn't
failure.
even nominated.
Literally,
By the
that's
person who endorsed
failure.
him after he cried.
Yeah.
He cried on TV and who knelt down?
Him.
We've seen so many things.
Yeah, but anyway, he understands showbiz.
Yeah.
And he plays the game.
Yeah.
Like he's very successful at that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
all the stunts and everything is just.
And he
yeah.
has no lines.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
there's no lines.
He understands
He
that.
completely understands
Yeah.
the game. Like
He'll
he plays
put
the
his
game.
kids on blast.
He'll wear a dress
He'll
and
wear a
heels.
dress.
He'll go like,
He'll sit
full
on his
shebang,
wife,
makeup.
and pretend to be the wife
Yeah.
that day. You saw that, and the one he was kissing her, and Kina Terence Creative were there like,
What's going on?
Form.
with these guys? Yeah.
No, he was
Yeah.
apologizing. I think. Yeah, anyway, whatever.
Wow.
So
Okay,
basically,
okay.
that's him for
Yeah,
context. Yeah.
okay.
But he's successful
Yeah.
at playing the entertainment game. So
Okay.
he knows what he's doing.
Wow.
So now he has the first Kenyan reality show on Netflix.
Wow. Okay.
And to announce that,
Yeah.
what did you do?
he posted. So one of his kids,
Now you have to go back to the wife.
Yes.
one of his kids looks
So you have to give
photocopy.
context.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, this kid is not really his kid. This kid was adopted.
Okay.
But for some strange reason, his wife used to date a football player. His name is
Were they
Victor
actually
Wanyama.
dating?
Yeah, they
They're
did
together
date.
for some time.
Really?
So used to date a guy called Victor Wanyama. But coincidentally, this adopted child of his looks like this football player.
And he's really good at football in the teen league.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, now
connotation.
go continue.
Okay. So I think to promote his show, he posted the footballer and the wife from an old picture in a car together. I think they're just hanging out. And then just put heartbreaks.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But you said it. He's playing well because we're talking about that right
Exactly.
now.
Yeah. Like he understands the game.
He's good.
Completely understands.
I
No,
don't
but
like
this,
it,
this,
but
this
he's
one
good.
wasn't successful because really guys just got on. Like the minute he was posting, guys were just like, sir,
Just drop
please
the next-
announce the
drop
song or
Yeah.
please just announce what you want to announce.
But now he hits you with something different.
Now he
It's not a song.
Yeah.
The
It's something he's been working on for 8 months.
Kenyan reality TV show on Netflix. So shout out to that.
Yeah, that's dope.
And
That's
he had the deputy president at the launch.
And almost every Kenyan celebrity was at the launch, including the deputy president. He knows the game.
Yeah.
I can't wait to speak to Bahati. That would be a fun.
Me, I'd be like, at what cost? But now you have to employ private therapists for all your kids.
Honestly.
I mean,
Like, just follow him anytime he cries, talk to him.
I don't think it's necessary. I mean, he knows what he's doing. I'm sure he sleeps very well at night.
I don't know, man.
I think he does. He looks like he does.
He looks.
He always looks like he's had enough sleep.
Yes.
He's fresh as fuck. He's fine. Bahati is fine. Bahati is fine. But would you, if you are a celebrity,
Yeah.
would you date publicly like that?
No. Like, it's easy to say from my position to say no, right? Because I'm not in their shoes. But it's just, I don't know. I'm not famous by any means. But for example, on social media, on LinkedIn, I'm pretty active. There are videos of me and etc. where I'm talking to the camera. But I think there is a line there where I want to create between me as being as real as possible, as you guys are here, and then my private life. There needs to be a clear line between those two things. I couldn't. Because especially, the other people have to sign up for it. The kids have to sign up for it. Why are you bringing your kids into this?
Like,
all
all the
the
kids have
madness.
individual Instagram
Yeah,
pages.
why?
Like, they're influencers.
The kids are all influencers.
Actually, they make their own money.
Oh, and they do like face reveals after we get to 100,000.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
it's a whole bash to reveal the face of a kid.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
And they
like,
do billboards. Like, it's crazy. It's like the guys on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I started KFC with 1 egg.
it's just at least one egg.
With a wing.
It's just dramatic.
Wait, a small parenthesis here. KFC and the number of their followers on Twitter. Have you seen that?
No.
So KFC is following 11 people only on Twitter.
Is it the
that's
spices?
creative.
Why?
11
They have 11
ingredients in the
spices in their chicken.
They have
The
5.
spice blend.
They have 5 spices and 7 herbs. So therefore, they follow the 5 Spice Girls and random
Sweet.
and 7 random guys named Herb.
Wow.
Check it out on
That's
it.
fine.
That's fine.
But the Spice Girls, that's
The
a
5
nice
Spice Girls
touch.
That's
and the other
That's
guys
a
are
nice
random.
touch.
Some random guys named Herb.
There's someone in Jamaica who's like, KFC, don't follow me.
But wait, they topped it at the end, so somebody found out about it.
Yeah.
So he posted like, "Oh, have you seen this?" And KFC responded, "Yes. Send me your address." And the guy's like, "Okay." They thought they're gonna send him something, some chicken, whatever. They send him a painting of the guy being on the back of Colonel Sanders holding a chicken wing. As a picture, they send him to his house. Your face, exactly. So the guy's face is on the back of Colonel Sanders holding a chicken wing. And that picture, they sent it to his house.
That's fine.
Man.
That is good marketing, man. I like
marketing.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, just about because that fell, but KFC.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
So we're talking about the dating
The guy, yeah.
Because the thing is, so if you date publicly, we say this all the time. When you break up, you have to break up publicly.
Yeah.
So now you've brought us in your business. We want to know. And so on this show, normally we review those breakup messages.
Oh,
So
breakup
now there was
messages.
one. Yeah. So now we're gonna analyze this line.
No,
by
we
line.
don't.
Wait.
So this is two celebrities. Sorry.
Okay, I can tell you already how it's gonna end. Like everyone.
Give us the privacy. Who brought you here in the first place? Get out.
So this is two celebrities.
Yeah.
Sharon K. Mwangi, who's a podcaster as well.
Yeah.
And an amazing content creator, influencer.
Yeah.
And Kagwe Mungai, who's a musician. It's actually at their gig on Thursday. Shout out to the two first. But anyway, we're going to review your breakup message. So...
The first, it starts with a very cute selfie.
Yes. So it's a very cute selfie of themselves.
Okay.
Then you slide. Hey guys.
Okay.
We have some news to share. So far.
Okay.
Unwarranted, but
I thought at this
Continue.
moment you have the thing. I think pregnancy, but maybe.
Well, right? Before you read the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
You've been part of our journey, and for that, we are incredibly grateful.
Okay.
have we?
I mean, we didn't choose, but we have. We have.
Okay.
We have. We followed them. Oh, yeah, we followed them, so we have.
Okay.
We want to be transparent with you all, even though sharing this publicly feels a little cringe.
That's why you should have stopped. Delete. Put your phone in your pocket and move on.
Hey.
No, it's very well written. It's
Okay. We know how easily facts can be misconstrued, so know that anything you hear or read elsewhere is likely fiction or assumptions.
Check ChatGPT. Nobody says misconstrued.
For sure.
Yeah, that's ChatGPT.
And also anything you read elsewhere is likely fiction or assumptions.
yeah. Because if someone says, "Oh, I saw Kagwe with kissing or grinding another babe,"
It's true.
It's
I mean,
true.
you are
If
seeing.
you saw it,
but if you come to my DM like, "Hey, your boyfriend is out there," you're like, "Which boyfriend?"
Yeah.
You
but
know
that's what I mean.
They
So
just
if
do
you-
this to clear like.
So if you've been dating publicly, it's impossible to break up privately.
Yeah.
Because now what's going to happen is all the gossip, you'll be with a different
Someone,
lady, all the
yeah.
gossip blog.
People
you
are
on
saying
the
you're
blogs.
cheating.
Yeah,
Okay,
what is
yeah.
happening? Anyway, the truth is, we've decided to lovingly separate as a couple.
This is where it got interesting.
Yeah, lovingly.
Because it was like a word salad. Lovingly separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lovingly, I love you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Separate.
As separate ways.
As a couple.
And then continue.
All right. Our journey together has been extraordinary, filled with deep love and affection. The love we have for each other remains.
As a couple.
No,
separated.
separately.
The love we have for each other remains, but it's taking a beautiful new shape.
Wait,
As besties.
That's,
A chance for each of us to blossom on our own paths.
but as a couple.
I mean, we still love each other. It remains. The love doesn't change.
yes.
There's no negativity here.
Yeah.
Think of it as two best friends recognizing it's time for individual space to pursue our most fulfilling lives. As a couple. So who was holding the other one back?
Do you think it was one holding the other one back?
I mean, think of this as two best friends recognizing it's time for individual space to pursue our most fulfilling lives.
Damn. I was with them at the beginning. They confused me at the end. Yeah. I was with them when they said, "Thank you for being part of our journey.
Yeah.
Just to clear this up, we're not together."
And
But we are now besties who are a couple separated amicably. Grow individually, but our love will never change. Yes. I was a bit confused there.
My granddad said, whatever you say before but doesn't count.
Honestly, I'm sorry, but cancel.
The guys who say no offense,
But
and then they offend you.
then they offend you.
with all due respect,
Yes.
Let's stop the disrespect.
Then it goes further. We want to be engaging in further discussions on this, and we deeply appreciate your understanding and respect for our privacy.
That's nice.
Thank you to everyone who supported, prayed, and rooted for us.
Yeah, pray. How big
that
are those?
actual thing?
How big are those people that they have to like do this press release? Are they that?
No,
Look at Matt.
Like sorry,
but
man.
you said that we follow them. I'm like, who's we?
I mean, I follow Kagwe. What do you mean?
I follow neither. So when you say we, it's Jui, we, Nikki, Nana.
There's
Let's
a
use
lot
big
of
French.
This was meant for the followers.
Yeah.
So, okay, if you don't follow them, it's full of yeah.
Okay, maybe it seems like they have a business that they want to keep together. Are they making money out of this?
But individually.
Individually.
You know.
Yeah, so they're trying to cover their asses. That guys, we're still amicable. Then make.
But is this a thing? Like you just sit down, pray for Beyonce and Jay-Z. You're like, those are my favorite couple. God. I'm like,
no.
whatever Sharon, K, Mwangi, and Kagwe are today.
Lord, let no man put us under.
No.
It's not a thing. I mean, maybe family and friends for sure.
No,
I don't know.
you can send them
Still,
a
right?
Even
I
family
haven't-
and friends, bro. All have bigger problems.
No. No.
What if they're going through a tough time and you can just send a word out?
Yes, but
Maybe,
but they're not for them. Not for
For sure.
Yeah.
look, not for a
Like me,
breakup.
I'm gonna pray for them to
Honestly.
get closure.
Not for a breakup, but something more important. They'll be fine, I guess.
Yeah, but this is
They're
the
gonna be
pressure
fine.
of just dating publicly like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be single publicly forever. That's my goal. Even when my Japanese
No, no.
girlfriend comes in September 10th,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be single publicly.
Chaksi, nobody wants you to be single publicly. We all want to be invited to a wedding.
No, it's not happening.
We all want to be invited. We all want to be there.
I mean, if someone decides to set up a wedding for me, I'll attend, for sure, yeah. But,
But there
myself,
won't be
Yeah.
a marriage after.
no marriage.
No, you're not gonna know. We're gonna set up everything. She's gonna be there waiting for you. It's a party.
That would
You
be
come
fine.
and then pop, done.
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 Cool.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
down.
married.
I'm down. But it has to be Japanese. Like, we agree?
Okay.
September 10th. We have
They'll do
time.
this. Happy 3rd year anniversary. What was it? What was the Japanese one?
They do this?
It was this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they count.
I feel like that you can post like snippets.
Off.
Like just 2 mugs of coffee, one with lipstick. And then you're just like, sharing coffee with you has been amazing. Let's do it again for another year.
So now the thing is, when you break up, we want
Thank
to
you
post
for
one
buying-
mug.
No.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
post the
Just
one
one
mug with a
And
sad
that's
now we
face.
need-
And you're the guy and you post down with the lipstick.
Nah, man.
Come for your lipstick.
I think it's just
No, or you just post a broken two broken mugs.
That's
With
psychotic.
pieces. Yeah, it's like
That
it's
is
done.
psychotic because now you have to break the mug.
Well, it's broken in real life too.
And if she comes back,
But
Glue, self-tape on the mug.
they have this Japanese thing where they do with gold. They take broken plates and then they.
There you go.
Yeah.
There
I
you
just
go.
think it's just too much pressure, man. This
Yeah.
dating,
I
it's
feel
just
like if
too
you have
much
a
pressure.
private life,
yeah.
you know, you can be big outside and then you have your, it's called a Finsta.
Hey, that's still a lot of work. How you
Where
gonna
it's just your home is
super close friends?
37 people who you know
Yeah.
this is my home. This is my
37.
guy.
That's a
You have
lot.
37 friends. Like,
Okay,
Like you say,
59.
you don't have 37 people who you'd put on a Finsta.
I know 37
Yeah.
people, but close friends.
Like people who you wouldn't mind.
Okay,
to know
what am
who
I
you're
posting
dating.
on my Finsta that I can't post on my Instagram?
Your babe.
Ecstatic.
Why do I need to post my baby?
What babe? what have we missed? Hey, whoa.
No, we have to tell you that one off camera.
No, that's why I mean, Ecstatic she's an amazing female rapper.
Yeah.
And she's beautiful as fuck, bro. Let me show you how beautiful this
So
lady is. She's
this
so
is your
beautiful.
crush? Or is it more than a crush? I'm looking at your face.
She appeared on
He was
episode
willing to
69.
risk it all
Ah.
on episode 69. You need to watch it.
She requested for episode 69 specifically.
Specifically, and we talked about sex.
Chaxi was ready to risk
Let me-
it
That was
all.
their episode because that's what we're just looking at.
Yeah.
You're just
on
saying
Lucas.
that- yeah.
Sexual
you're just
tension
like-
in 4K.
I mean, look at her, man. Evil.
She's fly.
Respectfully, yes. Respectfully. I don't know the lady. I want to be
No,
respectful.
I mean, no, it's just look.
She's a good looking lady, yes, for
She's
sure.
very beautiful.
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate
So
it.
she has a Finsta.
Okay. What is Finsta?
Fake Instagram.
Ah.
Not a
small
fake
community.
Instagram. It's
like
not
your-
your public Instagram.
Okay. So,
Fugazing.
so you have another account that
Yeah.
nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
a
like
lot of
just
people do.
like for
And then you
your
only put in
community.
your people.
Yeah.
But there's this thing on Instagram where you have that dark side.
The close friends. The green
No.
circle.
There's a
There's
new
a
thing
dark-
called
yeah,
dark
yeah.
side where you can activate it and you can choose the people. That could be your Finsta.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new thing called dark side.
But that's still associated to your account. If you ever hacked,
Yeah. True.
they have access.
You just have a thing. But then if you're having a but a lot of
That's
people.
a lot of work
I mean,
anyway.
let my
Hey.
girlfriend or partner post herself. Then
And
on
you
her
repost.
page.
And you
No, then
repost.
I'll post myself on my page.
Yes.
I don't need to. Why do I need to create a whole account?
No, you
to
don't.
post
You don't have to. You don't have to.
a lot of
Live your life in real life. Better.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Better,
think
better,
so.
That
better.
makes sense.
The pressure is.
Because I feel like every week there's a new Instagram. I'm calling them Instagram couples that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kindly, the next couple, we need a statement for the next episode. So by next Saturday, whoever you are, we need a
Yeah.
statement before Saturday.
I saw someone tweet at what did they say? What is my first weekend as a free agent.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
I'm receiving.
then there's a media house that reported this what do you call it, the breakup. And then he just quoted and said, please report mine too. I'm not a big deal, but it happened.
Oh man!
Talking
Wow.
of
Kenyans are not
relationships.
sane.
Wow.
Sorry.
I'm just saying Kenyans are not sane.
Yeah, but I love
You
it.
guys are fun.
Anyway, so we need a statement by Saturday, guys.
Okay.
Do the thing.
bad.
So Nick Cannon's prized possession, now insured for $10 million. Guess which?
Which what? What is insured? His
prized possession.
His sperm.
His balls, I guess.
his balls,
yeah, for sure.
Shot for $10.
Do you think it's
How many
5'5"?
kids?
'Cause
12.
one ball is really
12
bigger.
Okay, it's 13,
13
but
kids.
one passed away, so 12.
12 and how many baby mamas is the question?
8.
How do you know that top of like off head?
She was researching.
Oh, and he's cool with all of them.
Except Mariah.
No, they're cool.
Goes in the name.
They're cool.
Because he said he doesn't. He sleeps in any house he wants to.
I don't know if that's a life, man.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's
Wear,
not done.
wear a condom, man.
But he said it's because he has like a chronic illness,
that he wants to spread his.
so he wants to spread his seed proper.
There's a thing that people say that there is a thing like that where people just want to reproduce,
Yeah.
and you have to have money as well.
For, in like 99p.
I think if I owned a condom company, I'd probably just endorse Nick.
Nick?
Let him be my brand ambassador.
But clearly he doesn't wear any. So
And I
that's
know
It's a
exactly
good
why.
campaign.
Yeah, that's a good campaign. I'll be like, don't be like
don't
me.
be
Don't
like Nick.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be like Nick. Yeah. And he's like, don't be like me. I'm
don't
very
be like
rich.
me.
I'm very rich and I have time.
Don't be like me. Wear whatever now my condom
God,
company. Yeah.
man.
That would be a good idea.
Help me unplan my family.
No, Nick is not to aspire to.
Anyway, so lastly, we have to pay tributes to Njambi. So maybe Mariah, you can explain who Njambi is.
You don't know who Njambi is,
No.
of course. So Njambi Kwekai was, I feel so strange saying was, can I just say is? Because really her legacy lives on if you think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So Njambi is a media personality, TV radio host. She's an MC, amazing human all round. But the biggest legacy that she'll be remembered for was being championing for health and specifically endometriosis. Yeah, so she passed away earlier this week on Tuesday.
Okay.
And yeah.
May she rest in peace.
And she rest in peace, man. She
Yeah, she
and
battled
went
for
through
the
so much
longest
pain.
time. Almost 21 surgeries. All her life, she said that she's had a very painful period. But at 19 is when she was actually diagnosed with endometriosis. So she's been fighting it for the longest time. Endless surgeries. Of course, call out for guys to donate blood.
Yeah.
And of course, even on her social media,
Yeah.
she was very active about it to the point where I think the last tweet
Yeah.
was a call out to the president asking, like, as you go for your trip to United States, please prioritize health.
Yeah.
And 4 days after that, there was a call out for guests to donate blood. And 2 days after, she passed.
Wow. Yeah.
Moment of silence is normally 11 seconds.
Yeah.
That's enough. Anyway, may she rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Ibo, anything
Yes.
else you want to talk about?
Anything else I want to talk about? First, thank you for having me first. That
Thank you for being
No,
here,
you're such a
bro.
good
Thanks for being
sport,
so much
man.
fun, yeah.
get to sit with you guys talk. No, I think it's been a long time. The last time I've been here was over 2.5 years ago.
Yes.
And I always said that Kenya, I was very lucky to travel a lot, and Kenya was always in my top 3 of countries I've ever been. And when people ask me why, I say because of the people. Like, you guys have just amazing people, and that's always been the case. And I think sometimes you don't even realize how amazing you guys are, because that's just second nature to you. But if you go around the world and see, you guys have a certain gift of always being smiley and positive and welcoming. That is not the case around the world, I promise you. And this is something that I always appreciate about coming here, and always feeling like I'm coming home even I'm not from here. It always feels nice, and it feels genuine every single time. So I really love this country and love the people.
Come back the next time you come.
Merci.
Hey.
The next time you come, just come back. The
Merci
pod.
très,
The
très
next time
beaucoup.
you're
Pas de
around.
quoi? On va faire ça la prochaine fois en français alors.
So,
Oui.
so, okay,
We're doing it in French.
so my Japanese girlfriend then?
Japanese girlfriend, I'll bring her with me.
So that's what you said, right?
No, I said we're gonna do it in French next time. Oder wir können das auch
That's
auf
gonna
Deutsch
just be
machen.
you and Mariah.
Nee, wir können das auch auf Deutsch machen. Das ist vielleicht viel besser, wenn wir das auf Deutsch machen.
So that's
Just tell
German.
him
That's
comme
German.
ci,
If
comme
we're
ça.
doing it in German, that would be better.
Okay, so if you said that in Portuguese, what does that sound like?
No, Portuguese I don't. The Creole or the Wolof. Senegal. That's too. Nobody will understand that because nobody from Senegal, I guess, is watching. I hope they do. But, what's that?
They'll have to.
Maybe the Senegals.
That's how they call Senegals?
Senegals.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, thank you so
What's
much, bro. I appreciate it. This was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And on to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Anyway, episode 170, we are
Mic check.
Over 26.
This is
The Burger Podcast.
This is the Brunch Club. Over 26.
Welcome back to
The mics are closed.
Now, when you watch it, you'll understand.